Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Smugcast. This week's show, we're going to be talking about NSP, DGD, and some other things that no one over 30 is going to understand.
Like Pepe.
I'm Dan, and with me are my sons, Jordan.
Hello, everybody.
Jeremy.
Hey, everybody. Celebrating the Bears' first win this week.
Justin.
Yo, what up?
And Jared.
We're back.
Yes, we are. And this week, over in the background, we have Becky, our social media coordinator. Hello. And my wife is here because she got so pissed last week. She was yelling at me while she was listening to the podcast. I thought she was going to kill me. And I don't know why. She just gets upset.
She's here to be monitoring us.
Yep.
Yeah, so she'll be screaming out in the background when she gets mad. So, guys, what happened this week?
Well, wait, can we talk about what happened last week first?
Sure, we can talk about what happened
with,
last week.
Somebody deciding that after all I did for him, he's just going to leave and not come to the recording.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Jordan first calling us on Friday and saying, hey, guys, can we make it Sunday instead? And we said, sure, we can do it Sunday. No problem. Then we have a family party to go to. So we're going to do it after the family party. We're all there.
We're all talking about it.
It's a known thing.
We come home. He had a flat tire, so he went to go pick up his car. And then he never showed up.
Explain yourself.
Bitch, move.
And I'm sorry. And I apologize to everyone. I'm very sorry.
Oh, you couldn't even call and say, hey, I'm flaking out on you guys. I'm out of here?
You're very intimidating to me.
Not even a month in. Not even a month in, and we're already missing update schedule.
What we're going to have to do, at least for me, is I might have to miss a couple episodes here and there.
I know.
Why is that?
Because it's hard to come out here every week.
Well, it's hard to drive for 45 minutes.
Yes.
You're not doing anything else.
You don't know what my life
You are
is doing.
sitting around the house with Daniel. That's what you're
Sitting around the
doing.
house getting yelled at by 12-year-olds on Destiny.
HGTV and making fucking crumpets. That's what you're doing.
You got 12-year-olds that you going, faggot, get offline.
Don't dish my quiche, okay? I make really good quiche.
I'm sure you do.
We have no evidence of that.
Yeah, make me a quiche.
Maybe if you come over for dinner, I will.
We're never invited except for on Friday. That takes me like an hour and a half to get to your house because of
Is
traffic.
quiche only like a gay thing?
Quiche is what we serve at brunch.
So
why
why
would
we
you
as the gay
Again,
community?
we
It's gay-
meaning the
it's gay
gays.
brunch. But why would you serve it to me for dinner then? Am I not good enough for brunch?
No.
God damn it. So yeah, I was very triggered last week when you just
I know,
you just
and-
bailed. You didn't even say, "Oh, we're not coming." You just like, yeah, and then you went to your car and left.
Yes, and then Mom called him and he wouldn't even answer his phone.
I was driving, so I couldn't answer my phone.
Was Daniel in the car with you?
He answered his phone, but again, my fault, and I apologize.
All right, and because of that, we missed a whole week of dissing Jared about homecoming.
God damn it, Jordan.
We gotta make up for lost time now.
Oh, we have plenty of ammunition for that. We will.
I looked good.
Yeah?
And so did my date.
Well, hold up. Last week we also got a lot of criticism from some people that are in this room right now about our length of our episodes. So now they're going to be shorter. Now we're going to be doing, instead of an hour 15 or anything like that, we're just going to an hour.
We're going to try and keep it under an hour.
And I might be even cutting it shorter than that, trying to upload a couple episodes a week instead of just one.
Maybe we'll see how that works.
To see if I have enough time.
Well, see, when we go an hour and a half, we still don't even have a good hour. So.
No. Well, we're never going to have a good hour of content.
We don't
Come
have
on.
a good half hour.
So, Pudge, how was the dance?
It was fun, you know. Times were had.
Times
Memories
were
were
had.
made.
We were just looking at those pictures. You look like a bunch of dorks.
Yo, we had the whole like hand over hand look up towards the flagpole shit going.
Yeah, but no one knows you're looking at the flagpole. You're just standing in a picture, staring out into space.
Yeah, and you look good.
Can you put some of those photos like in the slide reel, just so our audience can know what we're talking about? Can you do that?
No.
I don't want to show... I don't think I want
No.
to show Pudge's face.
Oh, no, we don't want to show Pudge's face.
Blinded by the beauty. Call me reverse Medusa. Too sexy.
I can try and put up an
Too
example,
sexy.
though. I can try and put up like an example slide.
Please
So were
do.
you crumping at the dance? We out there doing the stanky leg?
Yeah, I was getting crunk.
Did you teach...
This is not like 2008. No one does that
Did you teach
anymore.
everyone how to Dougie?
Actually, they did play Stanky, like the song, like Do the Stanky Leg. They actually did play that.
There's a song called Do the Stanky Leg.
Yeah.
Do the
yeah.
stanky leg.
It's
do
like the
stanky
Dirty
leg.
Bird,
Like the dirty bird.
You mean like Morris Day?
Yes.
And the tan. So, after homecoming, you also went to a concert this week, right?
Yes.
And who did you see?
So the headliner was Dance Gavin Dance, and with them they had the Contortionist, Hail the Sun, and then like the two like opener-ish bands were Good Tiger, who was good, and then the White Noise, and they were shit.
Were they local?
No.
No, none of them were local. They were all on tour.
Yes.
So you saw 5 bands for $20,
Yeah, and then a $20 shirt.
and all those bands like live in their van?
During tour, yes, they have like a house.
I'm sure they don't.
Now, why you gotta be a hater?
Yeah, Dance Gavin Dance is pretty popular. They got
They
their
are.
own YouTube channel and they get a lot of views on there with their music videos and whatnot.
They've
They're-
done European
Yeah, but
tours.
it's just Jared watching them over and over and over again. Those are all their
Still make some
views.
money.
You see how many
Still
people?
make some money.
The Portage Theater sold out.
Yeah, how many people is that? 200?
No, Portage Theater's huge. There's like seats and shit in the back.
I've never been there. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's like 1,000 people.
It's not 1,000.
It is. It's big.
DGD's big.
If the
They're
bottom
popular.
lounge can fit 700,
Well, they're
the
not
Portage
that
Theater-
big if they're selling out 1,000. Sell out 12, 15,000, then you're big.
I don't know how big the actual place is, but it's a lot of people.
But it's not like an actual size stadium. It's just a bar.
What? No, it's not a bar.
It's not a bar?
Well, there's like one in the back, but it's not just a bar. Like the bottom lounge was a bar with a venue. This is like a theater.
So it's like House of Blues.
Yeah, it's a full theater, and then just kind of have like walk out the door, and there's a bar like in the corner somewhere.
That sounds pretty legit to me. I don't know about you.
guess.
And you got a picture with
Donovan Malero, I think is how you say
Malaria?
his last name. I'm not sure how you say his last name.
And who's he?
He's the singer / drummer of Hail the Sun, and he sings in CN Bar.
and where are they from?
California, I think like Sacramento or like around there, yeah.
And did he have some advice for a young drummer like yourself?
About how to get your chops up.
Keep working. Don't stop.
Keep working, don't stop.
Just keep trucking.
And he said it was cool that I got into a show.
What do you mean?
Well, because it was an 18+ show and I'm 16.
And how'd you get into this one then?
Well, this one was an 18+, but when I saw him,
Oh, the last time? He remembered
Yeah.
you from the last time, or you just told him?
like I mentioned it, and he was like, "Oh yeah," because I was like right up close to the stage, and he like was in front of me the entire time.
Well, he's the drummer. He's got to stay in one spot,
Well, no,
right?
they have a dude with them, like on tour with them, a drummer from a different band, and so like for a couple of songs, because he's the drummer and singer, he'll be like, "Yo, dude, come play this song on the set." So he goes out and he's the front man for a while.
Just like Sully from Godsmack plays the
Yeah.
drums.
That was still the coolest thing I've ever seen at a show.
Well, when they did the drum battle, when they had the
Yeah, they
roller-
brought out
that
the
was real
exact
cool.
same set from.
And it was on the big rollers, and they were moving around the stage while they were playing.
That was really
I know it
cool.
was pretty funny. John Mess from Dance Gavin Dance. They had this big like 7-foot-ish long like stuffed caterpillar toy, and he took it during one of the songs, and like just started giving it like CPR on the stage, and then he was like slow dancing with it during the song.
With a stuffed caterpillar?
Yeah, it was originally draped over the drum set, but then he took it and started dancing with it, and then like at the end of the song, he like smashed it on the floor. And it was just like putting clothes on it, like people's hats.
Did it have a name? Is it Kimiko-tan?
Are you gay?
Are you
Yes, but I don't know. Probably not.
I think it was just a random thing you started doing because, he only does the screams, so he has a lot of time between his lines. In some of the songs, he's got a lot of time between when his lines happen, so...
Oh, because he's got the guy who screams in between?
Well, no, he
He's
is
the
the guy that
screamer.
screams in
There's the
between.
Oh,
So the
he's
singer,
the screamer.
Yeah, that's a weird concept to me.
That is a sweet gig. You scream a couple of lines
Yeah.
and you sit back
It's
and
good for like, it's good because then like if you do both, you're obviously, and if it's like back to back, you're obviously gonna like mess up and not be able to like do all of it, So when there's two people, you can do a lot of like layering live and like have parts that mix together and actually be able to do that, because they have a lot of parts that are like they're both saying different things.
they do like layering with their vocals, so he'll be screaming a line and he'll be singing a line on top of it. And it's cool. It's a cool effect.
Yeah, either this like
Yeah,
same,
but I just said it's a sweet gig if that's all you do is scream. You just scream a couple lines and then sit back the
First
rest
of all,
the song.
screaming is its own singing technique. It's not
It
as easy
is
as you
not.
it is hard.
think. You got to work
I
for it,
couldn't
man.
do it. I'd be coughing the whole fucking time.
Well, that's because you smoke too much.
No, well maybe. I don't know.
So you guys went to a show this week too, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was awesome. I had a
Got
great
to see
time.
Danny Sexbang.
Ninja Sex
Who
Party,
is Danny Sexbang?
the most sensual man in America.
On the planet.
In the
Well,
galaxy.
who is he? Who is he?
He is Lee Daniel Avedon. He is a singer / songwriter for the band Ninja Sex Party.
Ninja Sex Party.
Yes, they are a comedy band.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they're a comedy band, and they've been doing stuff for like since 2010. No, 2007. They've been making
Really?
stuff.
Yeah,
since.
they've been around for a while.
And nobody's ever heard of him until now?
No,
No.
they've
they're
been around
pretty
for a
big. They've
while.
been big
They
for a
don't.
bit.
They haven't done big shows. This is
They're-
their first big show.
I have a feeling that you guys don't have the same concept of big bands as I do. When I think of big bands, I think of bands that like sell out big arenas.
First of all, big bands don't sell out arenas anymore. Like bands don't really go as far as like independent artists do.
What do you mean?
Well, like now, the people that are selling out those huge stadiums are all like hip hop artists and
DJs who
pop.
are just-
Okay, they're still bands.
They're not
Yeah.
bands; they're in artists.
And
It's
people still go
different.
see rock shows and still go to big stadiums
I mean,
and
yeah,
stuff.
Blink 182 is on a tour, and they're like, I'm pretty sure they've done like stadium shit.
Yeah, they've done stadium shit, but like, okay, whenever I would go to like a rock show, like when I would go to a fest or something, the place was never packed. The place was never filled out.
Well, those are fests, and those aren't big bands, is what I'm saying. When you're big, it means you tour and you sell out, or,
Well,
or
all right,
you
name,
play
all right,
15,000.
name someone who came around after 2010 who's selling out a big show who does rock music.
After 2010?
After
Yeah.
2010, whose name wasn't already established like Blink 182 in the 2000s. Name someone who came out after 2010 who's selling out big arenas. I don't think you can.
I probably can't name it off the top of my head. I'm
Alright,
sure we
Justin,
can
well,
find
I'm
one.
just saying.
I'm sure we
Fuck,
can
man.
find one.
I don't think it's happening. I just don't think the rock bands are getting there.
I went and saw Nothing More, but you know that was at a shitty little shithole in Bloomington. You know what I mean? That's probably only 1,000 people, if that. I can't think of one that came out recently that's selling out big arenas.
Well, I guess not. I,
mean,
don't
like,
I,
how do
I
you-
shouldn't say I guess not. I haven't looked it up to
How
see.
do you want to qualify rock?
Well, name
'cause
name
there's, like-
someone who's not like a DJ.
There's like a shitty like pop punk / mostly like just kind of basic pop shit, like 5 Seconds of Summer.
Ew.
They're really bad.
Never
Like,
heard
you know
of
who
them.
they are, right?
Isn't that who the little girls like?
I don't know. Yeah, like
That's
girls
who
like
Troy's sister, Caitlin? Caitlin. Caitlin.
I don't know. I don't know if she likes them, but like they're just like a boy band, but they like kind of look pop punk, and they play like guitars and shit.
Yeah, but they're not.
They're not like rock, but it's like kinda. They do arenas.
Yeah, so we could go to that show. That'd be a big show we could go to.
They did arenas with One Direction, so that sounds like a great show.
Okay, but well, I guess you said after 2010, but bands like Korn and Slipknot and Breaking
their
Benjamin.
names were already established though for years now.
well, not
You know,
well,
yeah, since like 1990s, early 2000s. So it's easy for them to sell out arenas now.
Because they're still well known. They have that.
okay, but again, my point is, I'm not going to call them a big band until they can do bigger arenas than 1,000. That doesn't make them big.
I'm looking up how big the Portage Theater was, by the way.
All right, look up how big the Portage Theater was.
Yeah, you do that research.
But anyway, you had a good time?
I had a great time. Jeremy was a little salty about it.
No, it was fine. I had fun. I had fun while I was there. A couple of things pissed me off. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, what pissed you off?
I think we spent more time driving.
We spent more time driving and waiting in lines. Like the amount of wait time we had was unreal.
Just for, it was shorter than the actual show. And even the driving, which, driving from here to Chicago is not that long of a drive, you know what I mean? So the fact that was probably longer than the actual show, that kind of sucks. When I had 2 packs of cigarettes on me, I had to throw them away when I got in there.
Why?
They
don't
made
allow-
him throw them away.
They made me throw my cigarettes away. 2 packs they made me throw away. One of them I bought in Chicago, which was like $12.
Well, why would you do that?
Because in order to use the bathroom while we were waiting in line, they didn't have a bathroom there. You had to go somewhere and buy something to use the bathroom.
And you had to pay $12 for a pack and then throw it away.
And then throw it away. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
I was
crazy.
fucking pissed. And then I saw some other asshole in the place vaping. And I was like, this motherfucker's allowed to vape. I had to throw out my cigarettes.
Yeah, that
And,
doesn't make any sense.
At the Portage Theater, they let my friend's older brother bring in like his vape pen, and then like a bunch of people just walked in like during like this wait time in between bands setting up. It just reeked of weed. Like everyone was just smoking. Like there was.
So they're letting the weed in, but not the cigarettes.
Apparently.
I mean,
And usually when I've
No, there are people brought in
seen
cigarettes,
people do
too.
this, at least I've seen that they allow unopened packs. Not here though. It didn't matter if my pack was opened or not, because I had one pack that wasn't even open
But
yet.
this is the first time that's happened. I've never had that happen to me.
I don't know why it happened
I
either.
got lucky. I didn't have to throw mine away because I kept them in my coat pocket on the inside, and because I just didn't have enough hand space to hold everything that I had in my pockets because I was carrying half of Sophie's stuff. So
Sophia.
Yeah,
Sophie.
Sophia, same thing.
Same thing. Anyway, so I'm carrying half her stuff. I've got my hands full. The pack is in my coat. I see them make him throw his away, so I'm like, I'm just not gonna mention that I have him. And I got passed without it, so I got to keep mine.
Yeah, so at least I got to smoke cigarettes after the show. Justin let me
Did you
bum
go
some.
dig in the garbage and find them afterwards?
They fucking moved the garbage can. The garbage can. I looked. I was fucking pissed. At the end of the show, they had moved the garbage can, so I didn't know which one it was.
What
now.
pissed me off at the end of the show is that it's fucking hot in that room, and where I just wanted to get out onto the street where it was cold, and no one was moving.
Oh yeah,
They
you had to
were
go down
just-
these stairs
Ugh.
and then walk out of the building. People were just crowding at the bottom of the stairs and not leaving the building, just standing down there, so none of us could get down.
What were they doing?
I don't fucking know.
It was chaos, and it took us like 10 minutes just to leave the fucking place.
No, it took
I was
longer, 10
so
minutes.
mad.
Capacity of the Portage Theater is 2,250.
Wow,
Boom,
that's
sold
pretty
out.
big.
Speaking of heat too, though, when we left the concert Friday, me and my friends, my shirt was fucking soaked, just full of like sweat.
Oh yeah,
Like
those
it was
shows
just like
get sweaty.
hanging, like the collar was supposed to be, up by my neck, and it's just so far down, just messed up. Like my skinny jeans were sticking to my legs. Gross.
Okay, like I don't want to. Well, I already am a dick, but I'm gonna be a little bit more of a dick, even though these are my people. The people at these fucking
These are
at
my
this fucking NSP concert, these goddamn weeboo neckbeards, stunk to high heaven.
Oh god.
Oh boy, they put us in this little room to wait when we were like trying to get in. It was just an abandoned
It was
fucking
an abandoned
building.
next to the area.
There's an abandoned building next to the Aragon
they
that you
just-
have to wait to get into the Aragon.
they
Yeah,
formed a
no. We
line
had to wait
inside the
there
building.
to go to the line for the Aragon, and then go into the Aragon and wait in line there inside the Aragon. It was stupid. But when we were in this abandoned building, all this fucking stink was just building in that room because it was hot.
There's no
didn't have
AC.
What are these, just like a bunch of hipsters who don't shower?
Oh, they're not hipsters.
No.
They're
Neckbeards.
weeaboos.
They're what?
Dudes that don't come out of their basements. Like, just...
What did you just call them?
Weeaboos. I've heard it. Justin's used it.
What does it mean?
A weeaboo is... I'll pull up the definition, actually. Give me 1 second.
It's basically these trashy ass people that like, like they're like into anime, but way too into anime where they're like. They start like putting Japanese into their sentences, and it's like, oh god, what the fuck's wrong with you?
So like they're obsessed with Japanese culture, but only anime Japanese culture, not the actual Japanese
You know the
culture.
people
so
who,
they
like-
really don't know shit about Japanese culture, only the anime versions.
You know
of
the
it?
people who have like the anime like little girl body pillows with like
Yeah.
the holes in them.
the
to
waifu
fuck?
pillow.
Those are weeaboos?
Like not the pillows,
no,
but
the
the people
yeah,
who have them.
the
are
people who have
weeaboos.
them are
Yeah,
weeaboos.
the people who own like the.
What is it? Where
pillows.
does it come from?
It's
In the
an
Latin
internet
term of whizzing. on your
So wait, it's
boo-boo.
not like the South Park girls who draw the
No.
the gay porn.
Those,
No, that's
those
the-
yes.
Those are weeaboos.
Well, yes.
The girls who make the fan fiction with
Yeah,
of
with
gay
Craig and
porn.
Tweak.
Yeah.
The Japanese decide who's gay by drawing yaoi.
Yeah, I knew that.
Craig and Tweak.
Craig and Tweak.
So did you find a definition? What is
Yeah,
it?
I got it right here. Someone who is obsessed with Japan, Japanese culture, anime, etc., attempts to act as if they were Japanese even though they're far from it. They use Japanese words but usually end up pronouncing them wrong and sounding like a total asshole. You can find a lot of these faggots clogging up forums of Gaia online.
Gaia, that's
Gaia.
you, Justin. Did that? That's you.
That was me hanging out in the international aisle of the supermarket, or crowding the manga section of local bookstores.
So
And-
assholes, is what we were there with.
Yeah,
basically.
basically me when I was 13, and I want to punch them all in the face.
And are they just fans of this band because it's got the word ninja in it?
Pretty much. Well, that and the fact that like they
Is-
hang out with Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps, who's like
Who does?
Danny Sexbang. Like he hangs out with Aaron Hansen, and they do a show together on YouTube. And Aaron is like the epitome of weeboo trash. Like he is so cringeworthy like all the time.
So much hair dye at this place. I couldn't fucking
Everyone
stand
had
Okay, but so what is it about weeaboos that makes them not want to shower?
They don't want to wash the hair dye out of their hair.
Because they don't want to wash the hair dye out of their hair.
I don't know what it
They
is.
gotta keep
they
that
just
purple
stink.
and green and orange in the fucking hair.
Wow. Maybe you guys should have studied this before you actually decided to go.
Oh, I knew it was coming, but I really wanted to see.
They're still fun, though.
I wanted to
The
see
band- the band
NSP
was
more
still fun.
than I didn't want to be around these people.
They did a cover of Heat of the Moment by Asia.
By Asia?
That was pretty
Awesome.
good. That was pretty good. They actually
Asia?
they did
Weeps.
it. They did it twice because this was the first time they ever did it, and they were recording it for their music video. We also are probably in the music video because they ran down the line of us waiting outside, and we were like,
We were near the front.
we were like near the front of the line, so we were
Oh, really?
probably in the music video.
So if
for-
you're near the front, then you could have gone and had a drink before instead of getting in line right away.
no, because
No?
we were at the front of the GA line. There was still
VIP,
VIP,
and,
and,
Fast
then
Pass.
this fucking thing called Fast Pass, where if you wanted to, you could pay $10 more while you were
Right. That's
there.
I hate that. That's
It's
such
such
bullshit.
a way to get money. The people working there were handing out these fucking flyers to everybody who walked up. Give us $10 and we can let you in quicker. Give us 10. It's like, fuck you. Like, how much more money do you need to make?
$10.
And it sucks for the people. Like this one girl we were talking to, she was there at 7:30 in the morning waiting for this band. I don't know. That sounds a little bit ridiculous to me, but she was there at 7:30.
Dedication.
First one in line, and then all these people who show up after her who pay $10
Get to go right in
get
front
to
of
go
her.
right in front of her.
Yeah, I know. They do that like at Disney, too, where you can get the fast pass. And
Yep.
that's bullshit. I'm standing in line. What if, because you spend a couple more dollars, you can go ahead of me? That is bullshit.
When I went to Six
Money
Flags,
talks.
I guess.
Poor people walk.
So they did the song twice?
Twice because they recorded it. So yeah, they did it twice. It was pretty cool.
So you got to be, you might be part of a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, well at least the crowd will be part of that video, and then we might be able to see ourselves in the line since we were.
They also presented 2 of their new videos that are going to be coming out in the next couple months.
And they
Oh,
do
that-
all,
that
those are
pissed
cover
me off,
songs
too.
or new ones?
No, those
No,
are the new
originals.
ones. Yeah,
Oh.
originals. But that pissed me off too because they were videos, like YouTube videos of their where they had other YouTubers like act out some of the shit. But because the crowd just was fucking screaming the whole time, you couldn't hear what the hell they were saying.
You couldn't hear it, and so you didn't get the jokes that were being
Right.
made because it's a comedy show. And so you're just like, I am not laughing, and I don't know the song, so I'm not jamming with it yet.
Yeah.
This is nothing. I am wasting time.
Oh, speaking of cover songs, on the radio, I heard the worst thing I think I've ever heard in my life. There's this band, they must be from the 90s, I think, or maybe the early 2000s. You ever hear them? They're called Ugly Kid Joe.
No.
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 They are terrible. But then they did a cover song of Cats in the Cradle.
Nice.
Oh, it was the worst thing I ever heard.
sound kinda-
I'm listening to the radio on the way home from work, and they start playing this song. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
They sound like
It-
they kind of sound like a shitty punk band, so I imagine a shitty punk version of it.
It wasn't even a shitty punk version. That I could get with. You take any song and put it punk, then it's fine.
It's
this
funny.
was just horrible. It's like they went a little bit faster and sang it weird. That's it. It was the worst thing I've ever heard.
What do you
in
mean
my
by saying
life.
it weird?
Like the guy's got a weird voice. That's all.
Oh.
Some
Annoying.
songs just shouldn't be covered.
Yeah.
Like even NSP, which I love, they covered "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't see that. I can't see it being done by anybody else because you got the weird voice in the beginning,
Right.
and it's just.
I think they did a decent job with it. I do want to say, because I was being a little harsh a minute ago. I love NSP. I fucking loved the show. And the people were a little annoying, but in general, I don't mind.
oh,
that
but
crowd.
they're also nice people.
Yeah, they were all
As
super
as weird as
chill.
they are, you're not worried about anybody there.
Like,
you
mean nobody's carrying a gun? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
I'm saying like you see anybody, you could take them in a fight. Like
you feel very safe.
They
Like, that
came at
person
you.
fucking got him. That person fucking got him. That person already
the
kicked their
security
ass.
must have been the happiest guys in the world. They just
Dude.
knew they could manhandle anybody there.
Here was the weird part. I felt taller than most of the audience.
You're like 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
They were
they're-
really
They're
short.
short folks.
They were really short people. It was crazy.
So you didn't have any problem with people standing in front of you. You could see
No,
the band clearly.
I saw that show great.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I'm short, I wasn't one of the taller people there.
You never are.
At Dance Gavin Dance. There's this dude in front of me. He was like 6 something, like fat too. I don't know how. Like I've never jumped this high in my life, but during I think it was Death of a Strawberry when the song Dance Gavin Dance played, everyone was like jumping during like the chorus, and I like cleared him and was able to like see the band clear him. I'm like, how am I jumping this high?
If he's a big fat guy, he probably can't jump.
Yeah, but that means he's still jumping at like at least 2 feet.
Oh, you got the hops.
Like, I'm white. I can't jump. How did I clear this dude?
Hey, Jordan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
As a Hillary Clinton supporter,
God damn
how
it.
much
Okay.
do you hate Pepe the Frog?
Again, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hashtag not all Pepes.
Okay.
NotAllPepes.
So this was actually on Rachel Maddow covered this. I want to say
She
like
covered it.
3
Yeah, she
weeks
did.
ago.
3 weeks ago.
It must have been at least 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So
what's Pepe the Frog?
So Pepe the
It's an
Frog is
internet
this
meme.
internet meme.
And what do they use him for?
Whatever you
Everything.
want. Whatever you want.
It's basically it's a sad frog.
Is
You
that
use it-
is that really weird looking, poorly drawn frog?
Frog,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
It's just a
Sad
sad
eyes.
frog.
With
It's
the
for
sad
when-
eyes,
It's for
okay.
whenever you're sad.
The reason it was covered by Rachel Maddow is because an alt-right white supremacist group has decided to use that frog as their logo.
Okay.
And so I guess the Southern Poverty Law Center went through and said, this white supremacist group is going to use this in all of their merchandise, like all of their, propaganda and branding. Then this iteration of Pepe is going to be a hate symbol for this group.
Okay.
That is not what we saw. We saw that they made Pepe the Frog, the Pepe the Frog, sad eyes, regular Pepe, not a specific type of Pepe. They made Pepe the Frog a hate symbol.
Yeah. I saw
The
that
symbol
too.
himself, not just the
Not just the
not
one.
just the use by the
Right,
white supremacist
right.
group.
Just the whole
They
symbol
made the
itself.
whole
So
No.
anytime anybody uses it, they're saying it's a hate symbol.
Basically, they're saying Pepe the Frog is equivalent to a swastika.
Yeah, everything I've seen saying that like just the picture of the frog, not even like associated with anything, is just a racist.
Which
joke.
means-
Because it was in that, there's a picture of the deplorables,
Oh,
Have
it's
you
so
seen
funny.
that one where it's like Trump and was it Alex Jones
And, like,
and
Trump Jr.
Trump Jr. and then there's a picture of Pepe. And so,
It's just
so
funny.
it's like no matter where you use it now, it's a symbol of hate.
Rare Pepe's. Come
It's definitely amusing, but I mean, if that's what the white supremacists want to co-opt as a symbol of their movement, then it's gonna be a hate symbol.
But it can't be a hate if it doesn't start out as a hate symbol.
The swastika didn't start out as a hate symbol, but look at how that was co-opted.
I think that's a little
you're taking it very
extreme. That's
far.
very
I-
extreme.
But you're trying to make the same comparison there. And if they're going to continue to use it in their merchandising, then it's going to still...
They're not
They're
going to
gonna-
kill 6
Yeah,
million
they're gonna
people.
kill 6 million people. Because if so, then I won't use Pepe. But I don't know, man.
I'm telling you,
It's a meme.
if these white supremacist groups could, they probably would. Honestly? Don't give me that look.
Wow. Really, man? That's your argument?
So
If they-
wait,
if
so
if I could get away with killing 6 million people, I'd fucking do
so
it.
if a white
Fuck 6 million
supremacist group
people.
takes the little kid with the fist pump, that one where yeah.
Success Kid, yeah.
Success Kid, and start using that, then all of a sudden no one else can use it because it's going to become a
Or with the
symbol
baby
of
with the
hate.
sand in his hand, and he's like,
No,
Right,
no,
if
you know
they
what I'm gonna
used
do?
the little kid with the fist bump about the guy who got shot in Tulsa, and they were like, "Yeah," then it's a symbol of hate. Then no one can ever
else
use
can
that
ever
again.
use it.
I'm telling you, if an official group uses it for merchandising...
All right,
I
I'm going to
think-
start a group. I'm going to just start taking random household objects and making them hate symbols. Everyone, follow me.
If your group is deemed by the Southern Poverty Law Center to be a hate group...
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You're going to start a
You're
hate
going to start
group?
a hate group.
Yeah, why
You're not
not?
going to start
Why
a
not?
hate group.
Against
Let's do it.
Weeaboos.
Against Weeaboos.
Weebs.
Yes, let's start a hate site against
Our,
chopsticks.
Our hate symbol will be screwdrivers. So if you see a screwdriver, it's a hate symbol against Weeaboos.
I think
so,
it's more common, like deodorant, because they smell like
No, I think you just a common household pillow. That's all.
Yeah, just a
a
pillow.
pillow.
Waifu pillow?
No,
It just has to be a common pillow. That's all. Maybe with a little decoration on it. A little
Maybe a
tassel
little
or two.
slit to
I
remind
think
them. What people
I just
do.
think the whole Pepe thing is so silly because there's literally thousands and thousands of iterations of Pepe. There are tons of them, and saying Pepe is now bad is retarded.
Yeah, they better not take my Freddie Mercury meme away either. I like that
The
one
Freddie
too.
Mercury
with the arm
Pepe
up.
was such
Did you see the Pepe Freddie Mercury one?
No.
It's such a Pepe is such a huge meme that it like the rare Pepe became a second meme
Yes.
from it.
So
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like
there were so many Pepe memes that 4chan decided we have to make more Pepes so that when you find a rare Pepe, it has more value.
And what?
A rare Pepe is one you don't see as often. So they made like thousands and thousands of different iterations of Pepe, And so if you find one that no one uses very much, you found a rare Pepe.
Ah.
That's a very
But
valuable
that was
Pepe.
4chan, which is basically a pretty nasty website, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're funny,
But
so
they're
it's funny.
funny.
Because everyone on there is just trolling. No one is legit. It's all just bait. I don't get why people get
Well,
so
it can't
offended
be
by
all
4chan.
just bait. I'm sure most of it.
I'm
but
gonna
it
tell
can't
you right
all
now.
just be.
Anytime that you're on the internet and you see a meme that's offensive,
It's bait.
I'm gonna guarantee you a liberal made it as a joke.
It's just bait. People are just baiting you. It's really what it is. That's how the internet works.
I think if it's an
You
offensive,
ever heard of trolls? You know trolls are a real
I know
thing.
what trolls are, but not all trolls are. Trolls
ever
aren't
see, like,
liberals.
No, they're not all liberals, but I'm like that guy who was calling Jordan a faggot. I'm pretty sure he does not really know that Jordan is gay.
Right.
He doesn't really hate gay people. He's just calling you a faggot.
Did you ever
because
see
that's
there's,
what
like-
you do when you're playing video games.
there's a Facebook page. It's like garlic bread memes, and they had like some meme that was like
Garlic bread memes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
And there was one that was about like something against like I think it was like gay people or black people or something like that. And everyone was like, "Wow, I just expected wholesome memes here." And it's like you're getting mad about an offensive meme with garlic bread. You fucking idiot.
You don't understand the concept of bait.
You don't understand this joke. The joke is that we're making offensive things with garlic bread. And it's stupid.
And this is like the basis of comedy for like all time. It's the idea of the absurd. It's saying radical, ridiculous things because it's hilarious.
And look, now it got on the news. It just makes all the people who are watching the news and the people who are giving the news look like fucking fools for making a huge
I was
deal
laughing
out of
so
something
hard
so
when I
stupid.
watched Rachel
Watch
Maddow.
Rachel Maddow talk about
Oh.
it. It makes her look like a fucking moron, and she's not. She's not a moron, but it makes her look like a moron when she has to present this to the people.
I mean, it's been on the internet for 10 years.
10 years it's been on the internet. 10 years, and now it's a hate symbol. It's ridiculous.
You're overestimating the intelligence of the general public. Like half the people that go on the internet and look in those memes don't see the irony or the hilarity. in them.
is fucking retarded.
Yeah, but that's their fault. That's not the
but-
creator's fault.
No,
if
it's-
I tell a joke and you don't get it, that's your fault.
No, but if you're
Unless it's a really poorly written joke. But,
Yeah, if
I
it's
know,
a bad
and
joke,
that
it's a bad joke.
that's never the intent with half of these. And Justin may be right that a lot of them are
But
probably
because I'm
out
going to
for
make a joke
trolling.
that you're all going to laugh at, but your mother's not, and that's her fault that she doesn't think it's funny.
Oh, she has no sense of humor.
But if people start using those joke memes in a literal sense, it stops becoming a joke. Like, yes, the intent was it to be a joke, but if people start taking it seriously, it
But then
stops
you just let,
becoming
but then
funny.
you just let a small subsect of the society ruin things for everyone else. That is not a proper way
You're like
to
the
function.
people who say like, "Oh, you can't joke about this," or like, "That's never funny." Shut up.
Yeah, no, yes, it
It's not
is.
true,
If you
it's
write
true.
a good
Everything
joke,
Everything
is
is funny.
funny.
just because
Yes.
some people do it wrong doesn't mean we have to stop doing it.
I
That's
think,
not how it works.
Didn't Daniel Tosh say that in like his latest stand-up, where he's like, "Nothing's like that's never funny." Shut up. Like if I make a rape joke, if it's a good joke, it's funny. If it's a bad joke, it's not funny.
Okay, or like, was it Gilbert Gottfried losing his job with Affleck because he made the joke about the
tsunami.
About the tsunami.
Yeah.
But it's funny, and it's
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
you can make jokes.
It makes light of a dark situation. It's funny.
That's what humor's for. It's supposed to cheer you up when there's bad things happening. The formula for comedy is tragedy plus time. So like,
Ooh, that's a Rise Against song, isn't it?
ooh.
It is.
Probably.
Have you seen how much of a meme though this election is? Like the whole
The
presidential.
whole election
The
is a
whole
meme.
election
that?
is a
It's a
meme.
meme.
Did you see that? Like it was like one of Trump's rallies or something, and there was someone with a sign that was like Trump did Harambe.
I just saw that.
Trump killed that little fuck.
Did you see the sexy Harambe Halloween costume
Yes. With the banana purse.
with the banana purse?
Becky's over there saying, "That's me. That's gonna be me."
Or there was another thing where it was like, in 30 days, there's gonna be a ton of drunk frat boys trying to decide who has the best Harambe costume.
Oh God. So yeah, I'm gonna dedicate the next like week of my life to just shit posting the rarest of Pepes
The
on
rarest of
Facebook
Pepes.
and Twitter.
That's
you-
a rare pep.
So can you find a rare Pepe and post it?
Oh, I'll find a rare Pepe.
You'll find the rare.
I'll find the rarest of Pepes.
Gonna have to
Is
put
there
on
s-
his
is there some-
internet googling hat.
Is there a site where you can go and find out which ones are the rarest?
You know what? I'll do my research. I'll go to 4chan. I don't like to say that,
You're
but
not
I'll go to
going-
4chan.
You shouldn't
You're
go to
not going to
4chan.
Are you gonna go to
No,
slash b
4chan
slash?
4chan
I'm
is
kinda out of the
garbage
loop
now.
on what
No one goes
4chan
on
is.
4chan.
You going
To
to
be
slash
honest,
b slash?
It's just a message board.
It's just a message board, and there's a lot of
Shit posting.
shit posting. And a lot of misogyny.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yes.
porn.
A lot of porn, a lot of misogyny.
Depending on which forum you go on. Because,
Yeah.
like, /V, just /video games, it's completely clean. It's not like one of the 18+ forums. It's completely clean. There's nothing wrong there. Actually, most of the forums on 4chan are no problem. The one that everyone complains about is /B, which is the random forum, where you go
random
and
forum, you
post,
post anything.
literally anything.
Ah, okay.
What is that? What is that? That video game site that people are bitching about is really
Twitch?
massage Twitch. What is that?
No, isn't that? Is it Twitch?
Yeah, it's Twitch.
Twitch is the video game streaming
Yeah,
site.
it's a streaming site.
Right, but don't like chicks always get shit whenever they go on there and
Oh,
stuff? And
because
aren't
a lot of
people bitching
girls will
about that?
stream, and the way they like, you can get
Oh,
money
there's
from
some
it.
girls streaming about other girls who are showing their cleavage while they're
Because
streaming.
that's what they
right?
do. They go on the site, and then to get people to come to their site, they'll be like, "Oh, if everybody comes in, I'll start taking my top off."
Well, of course you're
And
gonna
then-
do
and
that.
then-
And there's nothing wrong with
The way
it, but
people
some
get
of these
money is they
women.
become a partner, and like people give them tips throughout their stream. So like, there's a dude who I've watched a couple times, Brown Man or like Ray Narvaez Jr. And like sometimes people give him like a $5 tip, like, hey, keep doing these. Or sometimes he gets like $2,000 tips. Well, it's like the girls that come in with like tits hanging out. It's like a bunch of horny 14-year-olds or 16-year-olds are gonna be like, tip, tip, tip. Well, they're just trying to give her the tip.
Dollar bill.
There's one girl on there who specifically says, hey, if you give me $10, you'll be calling me a bitch. So whenever she gets a $10 tip, a thing shows up on her stream, and she can see it, and everyone that's watching can see it, and it just goes, "You're a bitch." And so, because she's just sitting there with her tits out, and she's not really doing anything. But
That's all she does?
yeah,
She's not like playing a game?
like, plays
she's
the
watching
game,
gameplay.
She's watching
She's
gameplay.
watching
She like plays the game
So you're-
poorly.
And
watching-
she's making money by saying, hey, call me a bitch and I'll show you my tits.
She is
Yeah.
watching.
You
she
think that's a
is-
weird place?
People are watching
yeah,
her
I know
watch
the
a
internet
game.
is a weird place.
Like, people complain about, like, oh, why are you watching someone else play a game? I'm complaining about people watching somebody else watch someone play a game.
Why you watch someone else play football, bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that
Wow.
argument though.
That is a solid
that is
argument.
a fair argument. Because not only do you watch other people
You
playing the game, but you also have commentators
Talking
about
about
the
it.
people
You also
playing
make
the
a,
game.
you also make a
So-
separate game about picking people from the game that you like.
Oh yeah, fantasy football. Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna make a game out of this game that I like, but I can't play.
Yeah. Yep.
Fantasy football is huge.
Fantasy football is dumb.
Well, I don't like it, but it's huge.
It's huge. I don't have a problem with it. I think
But it
it's a
all
cool
has to do
thing.
with gambling.
Gambling.
That's
Isn't-
but
isn't that
nobody
what you-
gambles on video game sports.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
yeah, they do.
Oh,
Not
man.
in like Vegas and stuff.
No, not
Well,
in
no,
Vegas.
not in Vegas, but
But,
there
like,
was
there
the
are
whole- there's the
professional
whole
tournaments.
Thing,
We were talking about the CS:GO thing.
yeah, the whole
just-
CS:GO thing, where there's a whole controversy
Which
over that now
is-
because it's like 13-year-olds gambling over like rare weapons in the game.
Yeah.
It's
What do you mean
it's
gambling? How do
So
they
They
gamble?
go online and they like link up their PayPal, which is a link to like their credit card or most likely their parents' credit card, and they say, "Hey, I want like this item's up. Like you put in this much, and someone else puts in this much, or it's like you're gonna put in like this. You have to put in this much money to like bid in."
No, no, no,
and it
Basically,
randomizes who gets
basically is there's a
But
crate.
that's not gambling. That's
No, well,
that's like a lottery.
you only have to be 13 to do it.
It's not a lot. I guess a lottery.
I mean,
is
isn't a
gambling,
lottery
but
gambling?
It's not
That's
a
why
lottery.
there's
it's
a
a,
lawsuit.
it's an auction. That's what it is.
Yes, but it leads to gambling, and you only have to be 13
But
to
here's
spend your money
here's the
there.
thing about it. Here's their
And-
little loophole.
Well,
What's
how much money
happening?
do 13-year-olds have these days?
A lot.
Depends on where you're from.
If they use their parents'
what your
credit card,
parents-
probably a lot.
yeah.
The loophole they're using now is that, like, they're not really gambling because they're not putting in money to get money back. They're putting in money to get back an item. They're getting
Right, so
back.
it's like an auction. It's not
but
gambling.
then they're using those items to sell.
Because what happens is if you get a replica item of an item you already have, you put that item up, and you can, do another
Yeah, but again,
roll.
that's not gambling. That's just selling or bartering or auctioning. It's not gambling. Gambling is when you put
Yes.
put money down on a certain outcome, and
There's-
depending on that
Right.
outcome,
And
you
I don't
win
have
or
a-
lose.
I don't
There's
have a-
different ways of like doing it though. There's like the one, like just
Yeah.
bidding for it, but then there's where everyone throws in money and it randomizes like a counter or something, or like and it picks who gets the item.
Right, you can win pots of money on those sites too.
Yeah.
So it is gambling, and especially the fact that you don't even have to be 18 to do it or 21 to do it. You can be 13 years old and be able to do that. And the guys who created the site,
This is where I get it's
this is
a
where
little sketchy.
the guys who created the site have YouTube videos of them playing on the site without disclaiming that they are the owners of the site and have, total ability to just go in there and make it so they win every time to get these kids hooked on playing this game
Right.
so that they can make money. It's crazy that this is allowed.
I don't think that they're even legally allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to play. No, it's like if you own a casino, you can't play in your own casino.
Yeah, because what they're doing is they're demonstrating, hey, this could happen to you. But, like, you own the code that makes this happen for you.
You made
Yeah.
the code.
You
So
made
what's on
this.
that piece of paper?
That's just weird. Oh, I saw this. It was actually on Kelly's feed. Did you see it on her
think
Facebook
so.
feed? It's called Grammar Snob.
What is that?
It's an iOS thing you can download, and when people send you text messages,
It fixes their grammar?
you fix their grammar. So it's like little stickers you can put in, and it crosses out the word and puts the right thing, and then it sends it back to them.
Oh, no.
Yes,
No.
it is awesome.
No.
I want to
kill
get it so bad.
everybody.
Yes.
That would
I
be
hate you.
perfect.
Yes, every
I-
time someone sends me your, I can, oh no, that's
just
wrong.
Let it
Boom.
go. Fuck it. It's a text. Who cares? It's just supposed to be quick.
No, you can be quick and
Proper.
proper at
No,
the same
I
time.
cannot.
yes.
I can't.
text
I
back-
physically can't.
Well, you know what? You're going to get a lot of angry messages.
You've watched me text Jeremy and said, "How are you texting so fast?" And it's like I'm still using proper grammar. You try to be good at texting.
I never
don't know
used like
technology
shorthand.
that well. I
You
just
know,
don't.
you are a high school graduate, almost a college graduate. If you don't know how to spell right, there's something wrong.
Yeah, I'm not that smart.
Yes, you know the difference between your, and your.
Jeremy,
Not
can you-
always.
Jeremy, can you type like
And if anybody has listened to this podcast, they know I'm not that smart. So,
you guys?
Yeah.
Jeremy,
There you go.
what are your like texting abilities?
what do you mean?
Like I've been able to like walk through the hall, head up, phone down like by my waist, type a full like paragraph without looking
Oh,
down.
see, I used to be able to,
I did that with-
text without looking when it was like a flip phone and you just had to hit the button like 3 times for C or, that was easy to do because you knew where all the buttons were. But now that it's like on the keypad and touchscreen, I definitely cannot.
I can't
not
do it with
look and
touchscreen.
I know
text.
where my things are. Where the
I
buttons
don't,
are.
and I don't think my screen vibrates when I touch it. So
Mine
it's
doesn't.
just like,
Yeah, my screen doesn't
Mine
vibrate.
so I would never even. I don't even know if I'm touching the buttons if I'm looking.
Yeah.
See, but that's why you get those fucked up text messages because people are sending them without looking at them and don't read them before they send them.
Right, and you're gonna go and correct them? Come on.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm gonna correct them. I'm gonna download it. I don't know if it'll download on my old iPhone, but I'm gonna try and download it. It's only $1.
I know who I'm
Only
starting my
$1.
hate group on. Fucking grammar snob.
I thought it was Weeaboos.
Well,
Weeaboos?
Or
You
This
are
is like-
fucking
It's not a
70,
cereal brand.
dude.
It's
What
not a
is it?
cereal brand.
It's not cheer.
Weeaboos.
It's Weeaboo. No.
Weeaboos.
Weeaboos.
How do you spell it?
WEEABOOS.
W-E... What?
WEEA.
Yeah. That's not right. W-E-E-A.
Yeah, Weeaboos.
Is it hyphenated?
No.
Then that can't be
It is
right.
a slang term.
He found the
It is supposed
definition
to
on
be-
Urban Dictionary.
Oh wait, speaking of Urban Dictionary, Justin, you have a word this week?
Oh, yes, I have a word for you this week.
Oh,
Oh god.
Give me your phone so I can double check and make sure I have the correct definition.
What word is it?
The word of the week is snote.
Okay, Snow. Well, the other week he was like, "Do you know what Charizarding is?"
Charizarding.
And I was like, "Yeah, I think I do. And he's like, "What is it?" Just so we like ruin this part of it. And I'm like, "Isn't that when you're like having sex and you light the girl's pubic hair on fire?" And that's what. It is.
Oh wait, but there's an additional step to this process.
Oh.
So you're having sex with a girl, you light her pubic hair on fire, but then you put it out with jizz. Boom!
And that's Charizarding.
That's Charizarding.
Wow, that takes some really good timing.
Hey, yeah.
You gotta be
And
a
a woman
legend.
who loves you.
All right. So I got the definition pulled up. Pudge,
What
give
is it?
us.
Snoot?
It is snote.
Snote.
Snoke? Emperor Snoke?
Not Snoke.
Oh.
Snote.
Snote.
What do you got?
Oh, this is a tough one. I can't like think about the word, because it's snote. Let's see. Snot's gonna be in there somewhere. I'm thinking.
Can we get the country of origin?
Country of origin, Uganda.
Uganda.
Oh, it's when you eat the poo poo.
It's when you eat the poo poo.
Come
is,
on.
Is it something with snot?
Cold? No.
Oh, not even close.
Cold.
All right, just come up with something.
Come on. Give it your best
All
go.
right, it's when you touch butts and both of you poop.
Okay, no.
Wow.
Touch butts.
So both of you you poop, your poop collides. You like dock with your poops.
No, you're way off. To snote. to snort cocaine/crack off a man's erect penis.
Oh.
Wow. I thought you only did blow off a stripper's ass.
That's what I was thinking.
A stripper can be a man, so you gotta drop the dick. That's
She-
pretty. It's a nice
Drop the dick.
That's a nice line there.
Using it in a sentence, she snoted some powder off my 18-inch penis.
18? Nobody's got an 18.
It's a lot. J. West Thomas from March 17, 2008. You're a liar.
I believe him. It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
Gotta be.
Damn it, you right. Pepe's racist.
Hashtag all Pepes.
Wow. So that's it. We're done with Snoot.
That's a
Yeah,
snote
I don't
for
think I
you.
can handle any more snows.
Snote?
Snote.
Snote.
Yes.
So Weeaboos and Snotes.
You've added 2 words to your vocabulary. Congratulations.
You got 2 dirty words today.
The more you
Is
know.
that S-N-O-T-E? Snote?
SNOAT.
S-N-O-A-T. All right. Snote.
Alrighty.
Hey, ladies. It's pumpkin spice season.
And gay guys.
Becky loves the pumpkin spice.
She had her pumpkin spice latte October 1st.
There was,
You guys can't see. She's flicking us off.
She had to wait until October 1st? She couldn't have it before then?
No, she's had one before that. But as soon as she woke up on October 1st, she's like, I'm getting me a pumpkin spice. It was a little.
One of the
it was
girls at
cloudy
work.
outside. The weather was all cool.
That's what it takes. And you have to feel like fall. It's got to be cool and cloudy, and you get your pumpkin spice.
Okay, I've never had a pumpkin spice
It's
drink
not
or anything.
good.
It's not
I
good.
want to try it
It's
because I've
not-
never
no,
had
It's not
it.
good.
though.
It's
sucks.
cinnamon, and maybe I'm just not a fan
Nutmeg,
of
cinnamon, and pumpkin.
One of the girls
Just take a pumpkin pie,
Uh-huh.
stick it in your coffee, and that's what it is.
Honestly, that sounds good though. I really like
It's
pumpkin
not
pie.
delicious. Well, pumpkin
like
pie
pumpkin
is
pie,
delicious
too, but-
with Cool Whip. It's got to be Cool Whip.
No,
That's why you
Yeah.
put whipped cream on a pumpkin spice, guys. Duh.
I don't like. I think it's
I
the
don't like
cinnamon that I
coffee.
don't like.
You like cinnamon though?
Not really. If I didn't have cinnamon for the rest of my life, I'd be okay.
We just had cinnamon today with the French toast.
Yeah, and I don't need it on the French toast.
You don't like Cinnabon?
I don't need it.
Anyway,
Oh,
back to
that's
pumpkin
cinnamon.
spice real quick. There was a girl at work talking about, she's like in her 30s, I think, and she was like, what if they made a pumpkin spice condom for all these little fuckboys to go get basic bitches?
This
The
is
fact
a
that you refer to
30-year-old
a 30-year-old
girl.
woman as a girl is weird.
One of the women at work.
Well, wait. If she's saying that, she's a girl, not a woman.
Did you take her to HR? Did you tell her about these comments?
Is there an HR in a restaurant like
I
that?
don't
There
think
should be.
There should be.
I mean, she was saying not like just to me, but to like all the people who had to stay late for like
She's
closing.
making an announcement of this. Jesus. This woman's
It's
got.
not that bad.
This woman's got balls.
She's a 30-year-old woman. You
Lady
said.
balls.
I think.
Lady
And she
balls.
said, you should they should make pumpkin spice condoms.
Yeah, like, what if they did?
Oh, what if they did?
Ah.
Hey, write that down. Maybe we gotta do that.
Pumpkin
Yeah,
spice.
no,
We're making it.
Write it down. Note. Copyright pumpkin spice
J-Works
condoms.
Productions.
Oh, I'm sure it's already made.
J-Works Productions presents
Pumpkin spice condoms. That's our Offspin podcast. Pumpkin spice condoms.
Offspin?
Offspin, spin-off.
Spin-off?
Offspin. Come on, man.
Offspring?
The
Not
offspring.
offspring.
I think we need a better name than pumpkin spice condom. Come on.
Why is that? Why do we need a better name than that?
Come on. Get punny with me, Pudge. We gotta work on this. He's got one.
Pumpkin spiced for her.
Fall to your knees.
That's a slogan.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a fan of pumpkin spice. Personally.
Nobody's a fan of Blumpkin spice.
Do you remember the South Park episode where Cartman's like doing the like face cam like making fun of PewDiePie and he's like, these dudes are a bunch of fucking Blumpkin catchers. And they're like, see, Blumpkin catchers. We don't know what that is. Only young people do.
All right. How about pumpkin splooge? Is that good?
Nah, that's not a good one.
Damn it.
I liked the pumpkin spiced for her.
Pumpkin spunked.
Jesus.
Pumpkin spice for her pleasure? Is that?
I saw another meme. It was like, I remember the first time I smoked pumpkin spice.
I love all the things where it's like, we get it, you smoke weed, and the picture of like Taylor Swift sitting on like a swing in a tree, and the swing is covered in like leaves.
Oh, yeah.
We get it, you smoke weed.
Oh God. Can we just talk about weed culture? Like it has just blown up on the internet. Everyone just fucking weed all the goddamn time.
Yeah, it gets kind of boring.
It's like, dude, you don't gotta like revolve your life around that shit. Like, yeah, cool, it can be a fun time and all, but like, dude, just chill.
I think the
That's what-
jokes on the internet are funny.
Yeah, but every time I see Willie Nelson or Seth Rogen on TV, I know a pot joke is coming, and it's not going to be that funny. And Bill Maher makes jokes about smoking weed the whole time his show is on, and it just gets repetitive.
You know who I
and kinda
love?
gets
boring.
He's a
old.
big stoner.
Yeah.
It's because you guys don't smoke.
Yeah, but I drink, and I don't make beer jokes all the time.
Why you gotta like be so focused on it, man? Like you just gotta like.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, I know,
But-
but like I'm talking about the people in general. It's like just chill out. Yeah, it's a thing you do. You don't gotta revolve your life around it.
So I was listening to the news on the radio when I was driving between audits the other day.
God, you're boring.
I know.
Like you're not even gonna.
You guys don't.
So
you never
I was
listen to the
auditing
news?
someone, listening to NPR, driving in my
Like,
Prius.
You're in your car. You don't fucking aux up and jam. No, you listen to radio.
It's.
I listen to podcasts in the car.
I like being informed about what's going on in the world around.
Okay.
political podcasts.
They're fun.
Yeah, like this
Anyway.
one.
And we want everyone to listen to this podcast while they're in their cars.
That Monday morning commute.
Right? So
Usually Wednesday or Thursday morning commute.
So they were doing interviews with these millennials in Nevada because Nevada has initiative on their ballot this year to legalize recreational marijuana use.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
So does California, right?
I'm not sure about California. I
I
know
think
Nevada.
that, yeah.
yes, they do.
So they're talking to these millennials in Nevada. They're asking them, hey, are you gonna vote for, this initiative? They're like, yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna. And they're like, well, are you gonna vote for president? And they're like, nah, I'm not gonna vote for president. It's like, well, why not? You're gonna be there. Why don't you vote for president? It's like, nah, I just don't want to. And
Neither president's going to legalize marijuana for him.
Yeah. Well, these two don't want to vote for the president. I told them they still have to go vote so they can
I'm gonna go
go
vote,
for the down
but, like,
ballot.
I don't want to vote for either of these two.
Well, then don't.
I
Vote
won't.
for somebody else, but you have to go so you can vote for. We have the state senator. We have U.S. senator here. We have county board.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, Will County board.
Okay, so what was the point, Jordan?
I don't know. I just find it interesting that people, in our millennial generation are more willing to vote for marijuana initiatives than they are for the president of the United
Well,
States.
have you
say
ever
it's just
thought that maybe
marijuana,
they
I'd say it's
think-
just liberties.
Have you ever thought that maybe they think that, voting for marijuana will actually affect their lives, whereas voting for these presidents really won't?
Do you think that it's more important to vote for issues than it is for people?
I think it's.
I would say so.
I think in that specific instance, maybe, but I don't see why shirking your, duty as a citizen makes any sense either.
Well, they're not. They're going to vote. They're just
Yeah,
not
they're-
voting for
They're just
everybody.
not voting for every single thing, but they are voting
There's
for what
nothing wrong
matters
with
to
that.
them.
They're voting for what matters to them. That's not shirking your duty.
And I just personally find it weird because I would never think to not vote for the commander in chief of our nation. I would never
Well,
think to not do that.
It makes sense when you don't like any of the candidates running. It's like, well, I don't want to give my vote to anybody that's running, so fuck it, don't vote. Like, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because your vote means something, or at least to you, it's supposed to mean something. And so when you give it to someone, you're not supposed to, begrudgingly give your vote. You're supposed to, I want this person in there. And if they don't feel that, they're not going to do it.
Yeah, but that could be dangerous too, because then if you don't vote, that could let someone who's really dangerous in.
Yes, it
But you don't
could.
really know if the
There's
person-
nothing wrong with voting for the lesser of two evils. You can do
Oh,
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Stop it.
Then who are you supporting? Then you're supporting that pro-establishment platform that gives you only those two choices. It's like a dictatorship in that sense. You get one or the other.
It's not a dictatorship.
that is nowhere
No,
near.
no, no,
a
no. It's
dictatorship.
it's not like a dictatorship. It's like oligarchy 101, though.
Yes.
Yes.
It is an oligarchy. It is not. A
It is an Olive Garden.
There was the pun.
It's not an oligarchy because we do have more than two parties. Just that the two are just more powerful than the rest of them, and that's because. But that is basically a choice that we've made.
No,
It's there's
it's not a
there.
choice that
Of
we
course it is.
No, we
by
have an
by
no.
deciding to declare ourselves a Democrat or a Republican, we have made that choice.
We have
If
decided no.
you decide to do that, which I have
We
But see,
what
that,
they've
no,
decided
Yes,
to
but
do.
most people have. So when I say we, it's a collective. It's as
They-
a country.
okay.
Most of us had decided to pick one of the two parties.
Well, that's only because
people are
the government.
that's not true. That is such a fallacy.
It's only
Most
about
people
20% of the
nobody,
population that are independent.
hardly anybody is an independent. Hardly. They like to say, "Oh, I'm an independent," but they always vote the same way. You never
We
you.
only have two choices.
Well, then how does it? Well, no, they can. Bernie Sanders is an independent. In his state, they voted independent. They didn't vote Republican or Democrat. They voted independent to get Bernie Sanders as a senator.
They've had him for a while.
Yeah, and he's always been an independent.
Right.
And then he decided,
And worked so
then he
hard
made the choice to run as a Democrat. Why didn't he just run as an independent?
because it would have been harder because all the big money is focused in the Democratic Party because they control everything.
Yeah, but he was raising money from.
You beat
He
him,
was
you have to
raising
vote
money.
it first.
He was raising money
Becky,
from.
step over here.
He was raising money from small donors, and all they did was give him money. So he could have done that as an independent. He could have said, "I'm an independent. Everybody send me money." Then he wouldn't have to. Then he,
He's
What's-
bored.
what's with-
He doesn't have time for
What's
that.
with the rule that we don't allow anybody but the two parties to participate in the debates, so that the people literally have no knowledge of anyone else? That is set up.
It's a rule for it's national polling. That's the rule, and it's
Why?
it's
Why
not
is
a
that the
law.
rule?
It's just
Yes,
a,
it is.
No, it's not a law. It is not a law.
It's not a law, but it's a rule. That
There
they
is
do.
an organization that runs the debates. They are not a government group. They are just an organization
Right.
that runs the debates. It's not a law. It's just their rule. If Jill Stein and Gary Johnson want to debate each other, they could go debate each other.
But why can't they debate Hillary?
Why can't they
and
debate Hillary
Trump?
and-
Because
Trump.
they don't want to. If they don't want to, they don't have to. There's nothing that is making Trump or Hillary debate each other. It's just that that's the way it's always been done, so they do it. But if Hillary or Trump said, "I don't want to debate," they wouldn't have to debate.
But
There's
like,
no law
you
that
don't,
says they
you
have to
don't
debate.
feel like this is maybe an illusion of choice? The fact that we
Yeah,
have these
come on.
big, grand events for the Hillary and Trump debate, but like
Nothing,
the
no-
other two
nothing.
get jack shit.
Well, their parties need to step up and get people to support them. That's what it is.
It's hard when you have no coverage. Nobody knows about them because they have no coverage.
because they
It's
don't put
because-
in the work to get any local
don't
coverage.
don't even say they don't put in the work.
I'm telling you, they don't put any work in winning back any House seats or any local seats. The Green Party and the Libertarian Party don't have any representation in a local state houses, so how are they going to get a national
I
platform?
think you're
That's
if
how
they
you
have
there.
no
start. Yeah,
local
that's
think
how you
you're wrong.
know.
I think
That's
you're
how you
wrong.
get a national platform. Is you start small.
They
and you
do.
And well, where are they all?
I don't have my laptop on me right now, but they hold seats. They do.
Some, but not enough.
Because they're fighting against Democrats and Republicans to win
Because
these
we
spots.
have this
and they have
long-
no coverage
Because
in these
we have
areas.
this long established two-party system thing where the Democrats and the Republicans have these huge platforms. It is really hard to have a counter
Well, of
platform.
course it's hard.
It's like in a business.
But it's not impossible.
But hold up.
But just
it's like when
That's
you
like
have,
saying that. No, go ahead.
It's like when you have a business that has a monopoly on a certain product. It's really hard for a second business to come in without some kind of government intervention, isn't it? Isn't
you need
it?
help.
Yo, you need help. You need so now you want the government to prop up these. You were complaining when you
No.
thought that the government was paying for the conventions. You had a problem with that, but now you want the government to help Jill Stein and the Libertarians.
What?
I think we no.
Well,
I
you
didn't
just-
say the government.
He just did.
What I'm saying is I think we need some kind of way to level this little playing field we have. We have these two
Okay,
parties.
how do you do that?
You know what? I don't have the answer, but I know that there's a problem, and you're just refusing to accept it.
I'm not
I said
refusing to
coverage.
accept it. I am just saying that it's like Walmart. I hate it, but they're winning because they are the biggest, and they are the most efficient. So
we
the
should just lay on
Democrats
our
and the
backs.
Republicans. I didn't say we should lay on our backs. I never said that. I'm not the one who's telling you not to vote for the Libertarian or the Green Party or whatever party you want to vote for. That's your mother. She's the one who's yelling at you not to vote for those people.
Yeah,
I
'cause we're
said
sexist.
I'm not the one who said it's throwing your vote away, even though plenty of liberals are
That
saying
was
that.
Obama.
And that was Obama, and it was Bill Maher, and it was Sarah Silverman, and all these liberals. I don't believe that. If you want to vote for those parties, that's fine. And that's the way that they can get more powerful, is more people voting for them.
I have a problem with that just because, especially for like Bernie Sanders supporters that are thinking about voting for Gary Johnson, like going libertarian, there is nothing in the libertarian platform that Bernie Sanders represents. There is absolutely nothing.
Right. That's
there.
what I was telling you this
How do
morning.
you?
The libertarian.
How many Bernie Sanders supporters do you know that are voting for Gary Johnson?
A ton.
What do you mean a ton? I don't. What? I haven't seen.
18 to 34-year-olds. Something like 34%, I think it's something like
Something
that.
like that, are voting for the Libertarian Party. And that party wants nothing to do with anything that Bernie Sanders movement represents. So what this vote is becoming is an anti-establishment vote,
Right.
which is not helpful in this situation. Because what...
See, I don't have a problem with that.
It-
Just because you want to watch everything burn, I don't have a problem with that. I never have had a problem with that.
For me, this is a problem because a lot of these parties will go out of their way to affect me directly. If the Republicans win, if Donald Trump somehow becomes a president, they're going to enact legislation that will hurt me, that makes it less safe for me to go anywhere. So this is a big issue for me. So yes, I'm going to vote Democratic because their platform provides me securities. And it sucks to say that because I want you guys to, have your votes. But the Democratic platform has your best interest at heart, and it has my best interest
See,
at heart.
there you go.
So
So when you're making your vote and throwing it away on Gary Johnson and Jill Stein, think about your brother.
that's the argument that Daniel put forth to Giovanni. Like, if you don't want to, if you think both candidates suck, whatever. Vote for the party that will protect the people that you love. And in this case, that's the Democratic Party. Because Donald Trump and the Republicans, if they win,
Respond?
Really hard to fight against someone who's on the verge of tears, Dad.
Yeah.
Especially when it's my brother pulling at my heartstrings like an asshole.
I mean,
Okay, but you don't think he has a point?
I think he has a point, but
So if you just sit this one out and Donald Trump becomes president, that really affects the rest of your family. Me, it'll affect you too.
I don't.
Friend.
I don't personally think that Donald Trump will get anything done.
But if we
Right.
do this every time, if I always vote for the lesser evil,
Because
what kind of precedent is this setting?
because
I've
you
never seen somebody
you
who-
cannot throw away the good for the perfect, which means because these candidates aren't perfect, you cannot see where they do some good, and you should make a choice. But you can't say that she won't do something for you.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what
I mean,
he won't do anything for us. She will do stuff for us.
like,
Correct, but if we
She-
do this every 4 years, we're never going to get a candidate that we truly want.
If we are constantly afraid of the idea of us possibly regressing and someone like Jordan being attacked, if we just constantly let that fear control our votes, we're never gonna really move forward. That's just a fact.
status quo, just stay the same.
And you
all
know
the
what?
time.
That really sucks. I know it's a big risk and it's
Why
really
why
shitty.
can't we just go with the status quo until somebody comes along who's much better?
We had somebody who was much better, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it won't work next time or the time after that. But you cannot just be passive and say, well, it doesn't matter if our country falls to shit. We'll just build it up again.
Well, first of all, when I'm saying
that,
that, I'm fucking joking. Jesus.
But also, I agree with Justin. I don't think he'd be able to do anything, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump would not get anything passed.
Republicans and Democrats alike.
Bet he
both
couldn't even
don't
fucking
like
read a
him.
bill.
I don't think he could get anything passed.
I don't think that's true either.
Really?
Anyway, we've hit time.
When Jordan or whenever someone said status quo, I hate myself. But
High School Musical?
yeah, I thought of High School Musical because they have a song like "Stick to the Status Quo," and it's like this goth dude who's like, "I love cello." 'Cause, a goth dude wouldn't like cello, and the basketball player Troy Bolton.
All
He
right,
wants
gonna
to be in the
sing.
drama club.
All right, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Remember, vote to help your brother.
Vote to help the gays. They need to be protected.
Thanks for listening. I hope we're going to do better next week.
Yep.
Remember to
Like, comment, and subscribe.
like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
Follow us on Twitter at JWorksProd and on Facebook at JWorks Productions. Thanks again for listening. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.